Hey, you guys, Killing86, aka Raymond. Well, guys, we have lost a Hollywood legend, Doris Day. She's passed away at the age of 97. Well, guys, there's a lot to say about this woman because she was one of the greatest actresses in the 50s and 60s. You know, guys, she was America. Like everyone says that she was America's sweetheart, and I believe it because, guys, this woman was actually great at a lot of things. She can act, she can sing, and she's also an animal welfare activist. She was great. She had everything that any girl could want. But there's one thing that she also had a great big heart. Now the reason why I say that is because, well, as you guys know, I'm 33 and I have a mom who loves old movies. And you guys know I love movies as much as I do. You guys know that. And the one thing about her is that she always shows me old films when she watched as a child. And I have to say, guys, guys, movies back then, they had everything that you could ask for. Comedy, drama, horror, of course, and also great acting. Don't get me wrong, guys. The movies that we see today, there's some great acting, but there's nothing compared to what we have here, what happened in the past. Now, Doris Day has done a lot of films, but there's two films that I like to talk about because for Mother's Day, this was 3 years ago. We got my mom a Doris Day movie collection pack, which is hold two films, Pillow Talk and Send Me No Flowers. And let me tell you. Now the reason why I say that is because these two movies involve two of the best. Doris Day, of course, and Rock Hudson. Now Rock Hudson is a very funny guy, and I gotta tell you that their chemistry was amazing. Now you're gonna see some videos that you're about to see on my Instagram and also on Twitter, and this is worth watching, and you'll see soon, and you'll see soon enough. Now there's a movie called Pillow Talk. Now this stars Doris Day, of course, as a room decorator. That's her job, and she lives in a small apartment. But there's the problem here. As you guys know, the rotary phones where you do that instead of using buttons as they did back in the 90s, they had to he had to share a party line with a guy, and let me tell you something. He was a playboy. He uses the phone a lot of time to talk to girls and everything. And I mean, how can you share a party line with some guy who always talks to women on there and you never get the chance to use the phone? And she was tired of it. But here's the thing. I mean, when you live in an apartment complex, you have to share the party line, and because it's cheap. So he even tried asking her out because there was a lot. It goes from girl to girl, and when he asked her out, she blatantly refused because she knew what type of guy he was by listening to his voice on the phone. So he was upset. And here's the thing about this guy is that he works with a guy who used to date her, I think and also used to marry her, and it was funny. So when she went out with this girl one day, he went out with this one girl one day. He finds out that she was there because he recognized her voice, and as he met her for the first time, she saw that she was the most beautiful woman that he's ever seen. Of course, he said this to all the other girls, but he's like, great. So that's on the other end of the line. It's like, great. She knows my voice. How am I supposed to? He's like, oh, I have an idea. So he told the girl that I have some plans ahead. I forgot to ask you. So hopefully I'll talk to you again. And as he looked at her, she was with another guy, but she was a frat boy. He passed out. As he came in, he was like, well, ma'am, I have to say, I guess this guy has drinking a lot tonight. He literally changed his voice as a Texan guy, Western. So quickly they fell in love, and I had to say he kept this charade a lot longer. Although when he talked to her on the phone, he actually pretended said, "Hello, hello, hello, is there on the other line?" He says, yes, I am. It's all right, my half hour. It's like, Rex, are you there? Why, yes, ma'am. I'm here. Who is that guy? it was it was crazy, guys. But I don't want to spoil the film if you guys want to see it. I know you guys are going to think, but this is an old movie. I mean, it's not going to be nothing good. I promise you guys. Pillow Talk with Doris Day and Rock Hudson. It's a great movie. And also, she did another one, Send Me No Flowers, where it's with these two again. But there's a different story. These guys were married, but the problem with this guy is that he is very what's the word I'm looking for? I think hypoallergenic. I think something like that. He's afraid. He has to take a lot of medicines because he doesn't want to get sick. Then one day he finds out that he overheard something that he said that someone's dying. He actually believed that it was him, but it was another person. So he tried everything in his he kept it a secret because he didn't want to make her upset. So he decided to push her to another man. And let me tell you something, it didn't go very well. You guys should see that. But you know what makes this movie very special and what makes her a very powerful woman is that Rock Hudson had AIDS. Guys, you got to say, he is a good looking guy, and he's a good looking guy that, in Doris Day's words, that he's a good looking guy and nobody should be afraid of somebody who has AIDS. So, she did the most bravest thing that she ever did. She started movies with him to let people know that everything is fine. Like I said, I mean, that's what makes her so special because when he had AIDS, everybody was afraid to star with him and everything else. But then when they found out the news, nobody would star at all. But there's one person that did, and she's right here, Doris Day. After that when they still started acting films, he started other films too, but then as you know, AIDS caught up and he passed away. And Doris Day was heartbroken. I mean, this was her very best friend, and it was tough for her. But all through the years, she was working on her image. I mean, she sang. Guys, she has a great singing voice, and you're gonna hear that see that on my Instagram and also my Twitter page if you guys follow. So, but she died at the age of 97. She lived a great life, and also a lot of people what in movies. I'm sure you guys remember Grease. Remember when Rizzo was singing the Sandra Dee song? Yes, watch it. I'm Doris Day. I was not brought up that way. It's like she's the one that everybody would talk about in every movie. I mean, you gotta be surprised. So we lost a great Hollywood legend, and guys, at the Oscars, I bet she's gonna have a big standing ovation because she was the greatest. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would go on, but it's like I said before. What makes a legend? Is it what she did when she was alive, or how they're remembered after they're gone? And what you're seeing on Instagram and on my Twitter page, you'll see why. Alright, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction, more gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoyed this. Hope you guys understand how special Doris Day is because she changed the world and also has a big heart for a lot of friends. Alright, you guys, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive, guys.